Starts off by cracking the egg into a warm pan with some fat, butter, whatever. Pick up that yolk, and then we just run that white around. Then the yolk just gets dropped right into the center, and voila, beautiful sunny side up egg. This is a very simple technique that I learned from working many brunches. Now it takes some practice because, as you can see, mine is not as pretty looking right now, but as you practice this, you can make some pretty perfect looking fucking eggs. This is just another video on my favorite way to cook an egg. And this is just gonna go over some rice and kimchi because that's one of my favorite breakfasts, rice and kimchi. For those of you that wanna make a perfect sunny, you could do it this way. You can also do it in the oven. But let me go a little more in detail on this method here. One of my old coworkers named Mark taught me this. He worked a lot of brunch spots, and this one was a game changer for me because I could get a beautiful sunny egg even when I was hella busy. You know, just because I like to think that I put some thoughtfulness into my work at the time, and I wanted to get like that nice looking emoji sunny side up egg on the dish just because I felt proud of it. That's just, you know, you get proud of your job, and Kitty is really meowing right now. Yeah, Mark was a super cool dude, really great chef. In my opinion, one of the greatest chefs in the city. And he'd been in the industry for like 30 years, something like that. I remember he even told me, he's like, Norm, they called me Norm at work. My first name's Norman. He's like, Norm, everything's the same. You could work at fucking McDonald's, you could work at the finest restaurant, you could work at a fast-paced place, but at the end of the day, it's all the same. It's all just cooking. Now, yes, it might be a stark difference McDonald's because you're like heating stuff up, but you know, at the end of the day, you're serving the food, right? He was that kind of guy. Like, he was just very straightforward. Anyways, he taught me this very straightforward egg technique. So here's the deal. Just gonna heat it up real quick, then like drop it down to medium-ish, and then I'm gonna get some butter, just a little knob. I tend to like to brown my butter. Just because I think like that nuttiness adds more flavor to your eggs. But to each his own, whatever. I like to brown it. I love using ghee too. Does anyone out there like to use ghee for their eggs, or clarified, or a nice olive oil, extra virgin olive oil? Now, here's the thing. I use gloves with this because at work we always use gloves, and it kind of helps with that messiness of the egg and the heat resistance. I'm gonna prop you up on a kimchi container right now while I put this glove on. But I think you can do this without a glove maybe, but I'm not gonna do it without a glove. Anyways, maybe use a glove for this. It's very straightforward. I'm just cracking it into there. Try not to get the damn shell in there, make a mess. And then I'm just running this around. I can make a nice little landing pad for my yolk. And then look, I'm just dropping the yolk right in the center as the whites are cooked because I've made a nice even layer of my whites. So, I mean, look at that. That looks like a nice emoji looking egg, right? Usually something like this is gonna be kind of tedious to do because you're gonna have that buildup of the whites in the center, and you're gonna have to like kind of pull it apart and break it apart, maybe tear little holes in it so you can fully cook it. But this way, all the whites are one even layer. That's what that's what I'm trying to explain here. All the whites, I'm like fucking realizing this while I'm talking to you guys. All the whites are one even layer now, so it's gonna cook evenly. That's the point I'm trying to get at here. So maybe if you want, let me try this a way that might be easier for you guys at home. Yeah, because I'm thinking that if you don't want to use gloves, it could be a pain. So look, what if we take a bowl and then just crack the white into the bowl? There we go. So now we're gonna get some separation. So this actually could be an easier way. I don't know if it'd be faster, but definitely easier. And then I can just put my yolk into a separate bowl. And then now I can just sort of break my whites apart. You know, so now it's like one nice even layer. Whites can go in the pan, just like such. Can like spread them around evenly. And check that out. See, now I've got a beautiful looking landing pad. And then I can just drop my yolk right in the center. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful way to do it without gloves. And also not burning my hand. So yeah, you know what? And look, I do really think that's a perfect looking fucking egg. That is completely round. That's a nice egg. And now I could just fill out my entire bowl, perfect circle. Like, come on, look at that. Nutrition's yeast, one of my favorite forms of MSG. Some of my gold flaky salts. And voila, perfect looking egg. Very easy, that didn't take me long. Of course, me thinking took a long time, but you know, I got it. Oh man, I love kimchi. This is a really good natural probiotic, by the way, kimchi. This was my favorite breakfast at work. I would sometimes do Mexican rice, kimchi, and an egg, and that's it. Fucking bomb. Now all I got is some jasmine, kimchi, egg, and protein cheese. Gotta get some more protein in, you know. How you guys doing, by the way? What's going on out there? Anything new? I always like to hear what you guys are doing. I swear, whenever I see interesting comments in the section below, like sometimes I'll scan you guys' profile and see what's up. It's just interesting to see. This is actually breakfast right now.